Hello students, welcome again to your Practical Research 1 course. Lesson 10 is entitled Justification and Reasons for Conducting a Qualitative Research. Let us start with the activity portion. You have 3 multiple item questions. Choose the letter of the best answer. One of the preliminary steps in writing your research paper is the background study for a research, which includes a review of the area being researched, current information surrounding the issue, previous studies on the issue, and the justification and reasons for conducting the study. The purpose of the background of the study is to help you prove the relevance of your research questions and to further develop your research. The intent or purpose of the study shows concisely the need for qualitative research on an individual or societal level. The study intends to investigate the following. For example, the root causes and manifestations of lack of confidence in adolescents and to determine ways of addressing or solving the said problems. The experiences of recovery from COVID-19 virus, the dangers to health of direct and indirect smoking, as well as their prevention and cure, the success factors in marketing a selected garment popular brand, why some livelihood projects fail or succeed, how social networking address problems, issues, and concerns, why some barangays are successful in their peace and order campaigns or health and sanitation projects. Simply put, after coming up with a research title, you have to write your background of research, which states your intent or purpose of your study. It is very easy to write the background of your research. Step 1 is to describe the field you will be researching. Number 2, tell us why this field is important. So you have to explain the importance of your research. Step 3, you have to describe the current and relevant hot topics in the field. Why is it relevant? And what other variables makes it current and hot, new and novel? Step 5, tell us how your research will add to the field. Explain why your work is important. Does it address any unanswered questions in the field? Step 6, describe your research as answers to the research questions you have chosen to research. Step 7, summarize the current research based on your specific area of interest and highlight any gaps in the study that you plan to address with your research. You just have to provide your background of research with this step 1 to 6 information, and then lastly, do not forget to conclude or to summarize your background. In the abstraction A, try arranging the steps in describing the background of research. Number it 1 to 7. Part B, write a one-paragraph conclusion to complete the background of this study. After reading the sample background and coming up with a conclusion for this, for sure you will be even more familiarized on how a background of the study should be written. Lastly, in the application, it says in Lesson 9, you formulated at least 3 proposed research titles. Now you have to choose only one research title and then write your own background of research. It must consist of at least 400 words. Remember to cite your sources below your written background of research. Remember also to follow our 7 steps in describing your background of the study. How to cite your sources? Let us follow the APA format. Start with the author's surname, comma, and then the initial of the author. For example, Mitchell, comma, J.A. Or, if you have multiple authors, Mitchell, comma, J.A., comma, Thompson, comma, M, and Coyne, comma, R. And then, after that, put a period. It must be followed with the year when it was published, and then put a period again. It must be enclosed in a parenthesis. After the date of publishing, the title of source, the title of your book or the journal or the article where you got that specific information or citation, then put a period again after writing your title of source. That must be followed by the location of the publisher and then the publisher itself. And then period again. If you have gotten the information from an online source, then you must also put the URL or the website where you got it. You may also add there the date when you got that online source. We have here a sample background from the study entitled Understanding the Emotional Intelligence of Generation Z by yours truly. I wrote this in 2018 as an academic requirement. Now, this is just an excerpt from my paper. I started with the definition of emotional intelligence. So it states there, in 1985, emotional intelligence, or EI in short, was first used by Payne in his book entitled A Study of Emotions Developing EI. In the first sentence, I defined my general topic, my variable, and also I cited my source, which is Payne's book, Study of Emotions Developing EI, while Mayer and Salovey in 1989 described emotional intelligence as the ability to monitor one's own and others' emotions, to discriminate among them, and to use the information to guide one's thinking and actions. Later on, in 1997, they revised it to a more encompassing and comprehensive definition as the ability to perceive accurately, appraise and express emotion, the ability to access and or generate feelings when they facilitate the thought, the ability to understand the emotion and emotional knowledge, and the ability to regulate emotions to promote emotional and intellectual growth. This one is my first paragraph in my paper, so it doesn't state yet the purpose of the study. But I decided to show this sample to you so you can see how I cite my sources. So for this paragraph, my sources were Payne, his initials WL, the date of publication 1985, period, the title of the study, A Study of Emotions Developing EI, period, and then the publisher, the Union for Experimenting Colleges and Universities. My other source is Salovey and Mayer's Emotional Intelligence, Imagination, Cognition, and Personality. There I placed the online website where I viewed and read the study. Good luck as you write your background of research. Just follow our 7 steps and you're good to go. That's all for lesson number 10. Thank you for watching.